I really am starting the year off right because I read 9 absolutely sensational books in the month of January, all fantasy and horror, of course, and I can't wait to rapid fire through these with all of you guys. I started off this month with an absolute banger because I read The Second Sanctum, which is the sequel to The Third Ring by A.N. Horton, and you guys, this book, this series is fantastic. This is a dystopian fantasy with a romantic subplot that actually adds to the dystopian themes. And it is criminally underhyped. I need you all to read this and put it on your TBR immediately. My Darling Dreadful Thing by Joanna Van Veen is an eerie, haunting, beautiful gothic horror novel that I have not stopped thinking about since I finished it. So if you like horror, I strongly suggest you pick this book up. I was lucky enough to receive an arc of The Thorns We Inherit by Lindsay Hart, and oh my god, this was incredible, 5 stars. I already know that this is going to be one of my favorite romantasy books of 2026. This is a gothic romantasy that genuinely blew me away. Mark your calendars for April 7th because you will not be disappointed. Pre-order, do all of the things. This book is sensational. I read both Smoke and Scar and Splintered Kingdom by Gretchen Powell Fox, and oh my gosh, I had an absolute blast with these books. This series will give you all the things that you want in a romantasy, but it still has unique twists, an epic plot, phenomenal, adorable, heartwarming romance, and a found family that you will want to be a part of. I am God's favorite, so I did in fact get an arc of one of my most anticipated releases of 2026. Yes, Inamorata by Ava Reed. And to me, this is a masterpiece. For you, it might be traumatizing. I will be posting a full, very in-depth review of this soon, but this is a gothic, grim, dark horror fantasy that was sensational, but this might be the darkest book I've ever read, so check your trigger warnings for this one. Speaking of arcs, I was also lucky enough to receive one for Year of the Mer by L.D. Lewis, and this is a dark Little Mermaid reimagining that follows Ariel's granddaughter dealing with the political ramifications of Ariel's choice to leave the sea, and this was so good. Guys, I then binged A Bedtime Story, Beauty Meets Beast, which is book 1 in the Fairy Tales from the Underworld series by Elsie Moon in literally 24 hours because it was so addictive. This is a dark mafia Beauty and the Beast retelling, and oh my god, I could not put this down. And finally, I finished off this month with a book that is severely, criminally underhyped, and that is Deadly Ever After by Brittany Johnson. This is a YA romantasy that truly feels like a whimsical fairy tale come to life, and I adored it. If you like Once Upon a Broken Heart and you haven't read this yet, what are you doing? Because it gave me very similar vibes, and it was just such a beautiful story. Do you guys plan on reading any of these? Let me know in the comments.